Hi everyone, trust you all are doing well. So what we want to do now is if the user click on the read more on any post, all right, so let's click on this one. If the post is premium, we want to restrict access to this post, right? So we already check if they're authenticated, but now we want to check if the user is subscribed or not. But before we do that, I want to give the user just a little bit of better experience. Now, in this case, what I want to do, every post, as you can see right now, we don't know which post is premium or not, right? So what I want to do, I want to create another tag and put it at the end of the post right here to indicate if this post is premium. Okay, so if the user click this button, they know they're going to go to and view a premium post. All right, so if they get the message, they're not going to be disheartened by it and all that kind of stuff. Right, so let's get started. Right, so the first thing we need to do is go to that view under resources views. It's a Livewire latest post right here. And inside that, we created a blade component called post latest, this one right here. Right, so what I want to do is in the tags, I want to make the div for the tags. We make that relative. And then inside that, we're just going to create another div called absolute. Okay, like this. Okay, and I'm just going to call this one I like to name it, so I'm just going to call it premium tag, like that. Right, so inside that div for the tags, we're just going to create a relative. Right, and what I want to do is we're going to just say top 0 and right 0. Okay, so and inside that, I'm just going to create an H2. Okay, and this will be premium. Okay, and we're going to give this H2 a class of padding, let's say padding 2, BG gray of 800, text gray of 200, uppercase, and let's say text small, extra small. Let's just go for extra small. Right, now that's kind of what it's going to look like. So let's quickly see if we can actually view this. Right, so as you can see, we got a little indicator right there to show if the post is premium or not. Right, so now what we want to do, so if the post is premium, to show this. If it's not, basically hide it. Right, so let's quickly do that. Right, so the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to create an if statement. So let's quickly do an if statement. Not the if else, just an if. All right. Now the condition is going to be, if we're going to check the post, and I'm going to create a method inside my model, post model, we're going to call this one isPremium. Okay, we're going to create this method, right? And then we're going to move this in there, right? So let's quickly go and create this in our post model. Okay, so let's just open our post model. All right. Now, if you go down, if you actually following along the series, you will remember that we created a method of type. Okay, this one right here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to create that method called isPremium. All right, and this method will return only a boolean. So that is kind of what we're going to do. And we're going to return this type, the method that we created on top. We're going to check if that is actually equal to premium. So if anyone is just new, so I'll just quickly want to show you where we get this from. So if we go to our database migrations, and let's go to our post migration, we created an num, this one right here, with the type of standard or premium post, and by default we set it to standard. Okay, just make sure you got your spelling right as well, to make sure that this spelling and this spelling is the same, because sometimes you get weird errors just by one spelling mistake. Okay, and this is basically what we're going to do. We're going to check if the post is premium, and we check the type is equal to that premium. Okay, so let's go to the latest post. Right, so if the post is premium, please show this. Okay, so let's quickly go and check if we can actually view which post is premium or not. All right, awesome stuff. As you can see, the tag is removed there, and this post right here is displaying the premium right there, as you can see. So if we move down, this post is not premium, this one is not premium. Okay, so let's click on this one again. As you can see, this post is premium. So everything works wonderfully. All right, now the next thing is, if we click this, All right. As you can see, this post is not premium, so it mustn't give us a message. If we click on this post right here and we go through, all right, we need to go check if this user is subscribed or not. So if the user is not subscribed, we want to actually display that message. All right. So let's get started. All right. In order to do that, we have to go to Resources, Views, Post, Pages, Post.show. This one right here. The one that we updated with the meta tags. Okay. So this is basically the single post that we have right here. Okay. Now what we want to do, we want to run an if statement. All right. So we want to check, right, the first thing, we want to check if the post, okay. So if the post is premium. Okay. That's the first thing we're going to do. So if the post is premium, okay, display something, okay, else display something else. All right, so after that, what we want to do, if the post is premium, yes, we want to check that. And after that, we want to check if the user is subscribed. So let's quickly subscribe, okay? Now, this is methods that we actually created for ourselves. Okay, so I'm just going to do an else, and then we're going to do an end subscribe. So if you're new to the channel, let me quickly show you where this is. Let's go to app providers, to the Blade service provider. So what this does is it will check if the user is subscribed to our monthly plan or if the user is subscribed to our yearly plan. All right, and we need to pass in the user. Right, so in this case, the user is going to be just the authenticated user, like this. Okay, so the first thing we're going to check if the post is premium. All right, if the post is premium, no problem. Then we're going to check if the user is subscribed or not. Okay, so if the user is subscribed, so this is kind of different else statements. I just want to keep this separate so that you guys don't get confused. Right, so that's the premium. Okay, then this is going to be a conditional where we check if the user is subscribed or not. So if the user is subscribed to their premium plan, we want to show the article. So let me just cut this out and put it in here. Right. So let me just go up again. I don't want anybody to get confused in this process right here. Right. So that we check the post if it's premium. Okay. If it's premium, we want to check if the user is basically subscribed to the yearly plan or the monthly plan. All right. And if the post is not premium, we would just want to basically display the article. So here is the else statement for the premium right there. Okay. So we're just going to put the article in here like this, right? I'm going to minimize it just to kind of remove the clutter from us so that we can easily see where everything is. Okay. So this is the one. Let me just actually put this in a bit like this, but it's going to push it back because of my editor. But this side right here is to check if the post is basically the user subscribed to the monthly or yearly. All right. If they are subscribed, they will view the post. Okay. If not, all right, we're going to create another div in here. All right. And this is going to also have a call span of 3. All right. And I'm going to add actually the same data properties on it. So it kind of look the same. All right. So I'm going to add an H2. I'm probably going to style it a little bit. Just going to give it shadow. Just give it a shadow padding of 4. Just like that. As you can see, it styles it back. So what I'm going to do, this, just to say this content is basically premium, users only. Okay, and we're just going to copy this one down. Let's give it a class as well. So give it a class of text theme blue. Let's make it 200. All right, and what I'm going to do is please subscribe to view content. Okay, so now I'm going to add the button in there. So X button. All right, and the button I'm just going to create for the primary button. Okay, and I'm going to add an href to a route. You can actually just have an anchor tag or whatever the case may be. Since I already created this component, right? And I'm just going to let them go to the route of membership, like that. Okay, so subscribe. Okay, so it's obviously not going to look very pretty, but it's not what I'm going for. So I can obviously style it on my own. Okay, so but I just wanted to kind of put it out there like this. Right, so let's quickly see, just to kind of explain things again. Right, so the first thing we check if the post is premium. Okay, if the post is premium, do everything in here. Okay, till there. Okay, so I'm just cutting that out just to kind of explain things. If the post is premium, okay, show everything in there. If it's not premium, just show it the post like that. Okay, so let me just quickly go in here and just paste that back in. Right, so we can obviously create another blade component for the article so that we can just cut that out and actually just display the blade component, but I'm not going to do that just to save us time. Okay, so you can obviously do that on your own. All right, so let's quickly see if we can view a premium post and stuff. Okay, all right, so if I click on a standard post, so let me just go there. A standard post, I can view everything, no problemo. Okay, but because I'm not subscribed, okay, just remember that. So let's go back to the home page. If I click on the premium post, I need to get the notification since I'm not subscribed as John Doe. All right, so let's click on the premium post. Let's click on it. As you can see, this content is for premium users only. Please subscribe to view content. So if I click the subscribe button right here, I need to go to this part right here to say sign up to whatever plan. Okay, so everything works all good. Now the thing is, I don't like the styling, so I will style this on my own. I don't really like how it looks like, so you can obviously style and just make it however you guys want to look like. I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I will just make it a little bit pretty. All right. So that's an end of this episode, guys. If you liked the video, please give it a like. If you have any comments, feedback, or suggestions, please leave it for me in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios.